فاتحة. السلام عليكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين. مدد يا رسول الله يا صدق أحسن رسول الله شيخ الدستور ولا شاء الله فازداد شيخ محمد الحقاني. مدد طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجميع. وأي أشهر الحرم لديه.
We are now in the holy months of Ashar al-Hurum. We find ourselves in sacred months, in months which need to be paid respect to. And the month we are now in is one of the months which are part of the Ashar al-Hurum. Dhul-Qa'dah, Dhul-Hijjah, and the month of Muharram.
Bunlar hac ayları olduğu için
these 3 months are sacred because they are the months of pilgrimage.
Buna bir de Recep ayı ayrı olarak.
And in addition to these 3 months, there's the holy month of Rajab, which belongs to these sacred months too.
Bunlarda savaş, harp yapmak yok yani.
It is forbidden during these holy months to wage war, to fight.
Ama size saldıran olursa tabii ona karşılık verebilir.
If you are being attacked, you of course still have the right to defend yourself.
Bu zahiri olarak, manevi olarak da.
This is something that needs to be observed from an outward perspective during these holy months, but these months also have a spiritual significance.
Onların kıymetleri, yapılan şeyler, içinde olan günler çok büyük sevabı olan.
We must know that there are great blessings and great rewards to be gained in the worship we perform and in the respect we pay during these holy months from a spiritual perspective.
Günlerdir, onlara hürmet eden Ashharum.
We should pay respect to the days of these holy months, of the months of the so-called Ashar al-Hurum.
Hurum demek yani hürmet edilen. Hem
Ashar al-Hurum means these are the months one needs to pay respect to.
Kan dökmek, savaş yapmak yasak olan ay.
These are the months during which it is forbidden to shed blood, to wage war, to fight.
Dediğimiz gibi savaş yasak diye gelip de düşman sana gelirse ona müdafaa etmek.
But as we said, that if the enemy attacks you, you still continue to have the right to defend yourself.
Olur. Tabii şimdiki zamanda artık kimse insanla kalmamış.
We now live in a time where people have lost their humanity.
Nerede artık dine bakmak, hiçbir şeye bakılmıyor.
People do no longer pay attention to religion. They in fact do not hold up any values at all.
Zulüm had safhaya gelmiş.
Oppression has reached its climax.
Bu da her şeyin bir pişme zamanı var. Dünyanın da pişti artık. Bundan sonra.
And as there is time for something to be cooked and to be ready, this world also undergoes a process, and it's now reaching and moving towards its end, and all these are a sign of it.
Ahiret, kıyamet yaklaşır. İktarabet-i saat ve şekkal kamar.
We are now in the end of times, and we are approaching the last day.
Ta 1500 sene önceden hemen söylenmiş Kur'an-ı Azimüşşan'da.
nearly 1,500 years ago, it was already mentioned in the Holy Quran,
yaklaştı diyor.
and 1,500 years ago, nearly, it was already mentioned that the last day, the day of judgment, is near.
Kıyamet yaklaştı. Her gün daha fazla yaklaşıyor.
The day of judgment was near 1,500 years ago, and now it's even closer.
Onun için bu mübarek günleri faydalanmak lazım.
Therefore, we must make use and make the best out of these sacred days.
Bu mübarek aylarda daha fazla her türlü iyilik, ibadet,
We need to benefit from these sacred days as much as we can, and we must dedicate ourselves to worship, to acts through which we gain the rewards of Allah Almighty.
Allah'a taat, günahlardan kaçınmak,
We need to obey Allah Almighty, perform our worship, and refrain ourselves from committing sins.
insan için, Müslüman için büyük bir fayda olur.
And there is great blessing in following this way for Muslims as well as humanity in general.
Her Allah'a yaklaşmak insanoğlu için en büyük fayda odur.
To get closer and closer to Allah Almighty is the greatest benefit for a human being.
En büyük zarar da Allah Azze ve Celle'den uzak olmak.
And the greatest loss, on the other side, is to get further away from Allah Almighty.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Allah hepimizi doğru yoldan ayırmasın.
May Allah Almighty make us be steadfast and protect us from deviating or going astray from His way.
Bu günlerde mübarek olsun.
And may these days now we find ourselves in ahead of us be blessed for us,
Müslümanlara, insanlara
for all Muslims, and for all of humanity,
hürmet edenler inşallah.
and for all those who pay respect to these sacred times.
Ve minallah tevfik. El Fatiha.